Hi, my name is Nicholas Fry, and I'm a senior at Arcanum High School. My project is the effect different models of football helmets have on head injuries. My abstract. Every year, there are so many concussions that occur in sports that it's become a major issue. This research is important because it shows that there's a link between helmet design, helmet age, and concussions. This now allows scientists to further prevent concussions because of the findings. The Brain Injury Research Institute stated that football injuries associated with the brain occur at a rate of 1 in every 5.5 games. In any given season, 10% of all college players and 20% of all high school players sustain brain injuries. That is an important statistic because it shows just how frequent concussions occur in football players. The hypothesis of the study is that the model of a helmet a team uses has an impact on the likelihood a player will sustain a concussion. Research was conducted by looking at multiple scholarly articles about this topic and collecting metadata about the topic. The most important results from this study were that there is a correlation between the design of a football helmet and the amount of concussions per 100,000 head blows. And there was a correlation between the age of the helmet and the reduction in severity index. It can be concluded from this study that the model of a helmet a team uses has an impact on the likelihood a player will sustain a concussion. My statement of problem. I wanted to find the correlation between the helmet, model, and rate of concussions that correspond with it. I would like to understand how different types of helmets can have an effect on hand injuries, and particularly in football. And the question I asked is, does the model of a football helmet a team uses have an impact on the amount of concussions that their team suffers in a given season? My hypothesis. I hypothesized that the model of the helmet a team uses has an impact on the likelihood a player will sustain a concussion. My reasoning is that the Rydell SpeedFlex helmet became increasingly popular over my 4 years on the football team at Arcanum, and there have been a good amount of concussions within the team throughout my career. My background research. Concussions are one of the most dangerous injuries that can happen to any individual. According to the Brain Injury Research Institute, approximately 1.6 to 3.8 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year in the United States. The Brain Injury Research Institute also stated that up to 86% of athletes that suffer concussion will experience post-traumatic migraine or some other type of headache pain. Throughout all the high school sports that are played in America today, around 60% of concussions do come from football. Football injuries associated with the brain occur at a rate of 1 in every 5.5 games, and in any given season, 10% of all college players and 20% of all high school players sustain brain injuries. Within the NCAA from 2004 to 2009, concussions made up around 7.4% of all injuries in college football players. My metadata research. The performance of 5 newer helmets was compared with the baseline VSR4 helmet in 10 reconstructed cases of National Football League collisions causing concussions in the first study that I looked at, and 32 out of the 50 reconstructed cases showed greater than a 10% reduction in severity index with the newer helmets compared to the VSR4 helmets. The average reduction in concussion risk with newer helmets was 10.8% based on the severity index. And in the second study, it was about the National Football League concussions occurring at an impact velocity of 9.3, around 9.3 meters per second. And from that study, the newer helmet designs and padding reduced the risk of concussions in the 7.4 to 9.3 meters per second impacts oblique on the face mask and lateral on the helmet shell. In the third concussion rates were compared between players wearing the Rydell VSR4 and Rydell Revolution helmets while controlling for head impact exposure of each player. And in that study, a total of 1,281,444 head impacts were recorded, from which 64 concussions were diagnosed. The relative risk of sustaining a concussion in a Revolution helmet compared with a VSR helmet was around 46.1%. When controlling for each player's exposure to head impact, a significant difference was found between concussion rates for players in the VSR4 helmet and Revolution helmets. Players in the VSR4 helmet sustained 8.37 concussions per 100,000 head blows, and players in the Revolution helmet sustained around 3.86 concussions per 100,000 head impacts. My analysis. Football accounts for the largest amount of concussions in the United States due to the harsh nature of the sport. There was a correlation between the design of a football helmet and the amount of concussions per 100,000 head blows. There was a correlation between the newer helmet design and padding with a reduction in concussions with head blows that occurred between 7.4 and 9.3 meters per second. And there was a correlation between the age of the helmet and the reduction in severity index. In those studies, the VSR4 helmet was the oldest helmet used in the study, and there were newer helmets that were tested against it. My conclusion: the hypothesis I hypothesize that the model of a helmet a team uses has an impact on the likelihood a player will sustain a concussion can be accepted based on multiple metadata analyses and research collection. The hypothesis was supported in multiple ways. There was a correlation between the design of a football helmet and the amount of concussions per 100,000 head blows. There was a correlation between a newer helmet design and padding with a reduction in concussions with head blows that occurred between 7.4 and 9.3 meters per second. And there was a correlation between the age of a helmet and the reduction in severity index. My application: football teams should make sure that they try to renew their helmets each and every year so that they have the top model design to prevent concussions as much as they can. Football teams should invest in proper padding so that players' heads are protected as much as they can while playing football. And football teams should make it a priority to provide each and every player with a state-of-the-art helmet for every season. And these are my references. Thank you.